What's up everyone? So I'm back here in Iraqi Kurdistan with my good friend Baderkhan.
Yo yo!
Of course you guys remember him with the world's worst passport from a few years ago when I made the story.
I'm a tourist, not a terrorist.
And I want to make a sequel because he's such an interesting guy. And in this story I want to tell you why he keeps his beard. He's a traveler, he's been to 75 countries.
I'm sexy and I know it.
And he knows the risks of carrying an Iraqi passport and having a beard. So in this story, I'm gonna sit him down and we're gonna talk about why he chooses to have his beard. So you travel on an Iraqi passport. How often do you get pulled in the back room and questioned?
Always. It's so funny, like I should always be ready.
and having a beard, you increase the risk of them interviewing you. Beautiful.
Merci beaucoup.
Why do you keep the beard?
Because nowadays, unfortunately, racist people, they decided to give terrorism a face. And if you have a beard, that means the typical terrorist guy. So in order to change this mindset and this stereotype, I kept it to show them that not every bearded guy is a terrorist. So the international community and Hollywood always show us as the bad guys, but as you see, being different is not a crime. Having a beard here in the Middle East, it's part of our tradition.
One of Baderkhan's biggest goals is to preserve the beautiful Kurdish traditions and values because, as he tells me, they are quickly fading away.
So nowadays, with globalization, every place looks like each other. So slowly, the local tradition everywhere, not just here in Kurdistan, everywhere is slowly dying. So it's our mission to keep this tradition, which survived for thousands and years.
And do you plan to keep your beard or are you going to shave it?
Of course, I will plan to keep it longer to change the stereotype about bearded people.
And it's also why you wear this amazing outfit. Can you explain this to me?
You like it?
Yeah, it's great. Nice
it's
butt.
Very comfortable. So
can you do that again? I like your butt.
So this is our traditional costume. It's called rankuchoga. This is made out of goat.
Wow.
That's sheep sound. This is our turban and our hat and belt, and also this is the interesting thing, clash it's handmade shoes. And the interesting thing about traditional shoes, there's no right and left, okay? So this is the best solution for kids. You know, they always do mistaken, like which one is the right, which one is the left. This is the only thing that China couldn't copy because it's handmade.
How do you feel when you wear that?
I feel so proud because it's not about being nationalist or something like that, but it's about preserving culture and tradition.
Baderkhan is really an incredible person inside and out. We've now spent about 2 weeks together covering so many parts of Iraqi Kurdistan, and it's been an absolute pleasure to be able to see the country by his side.
Welcome to Erbil, and behind us the oldest continuously inhabited citadel in the world. Yeah!
You guys may have already noticed the way Baderkhan laughs, which is big enough to hear from a mile away. But there's a really significant backstory behind it that stems from all the times he's been interrogated in airports around the world.
So as you know guys, racist people have poor eyesight, because once they see a bearded man, they already have a mindset about it. Oh, the bearded man will be a terrorist. So the best way to access to their mindset is to make big laugh. To access to their mindset and change the stereotype.
But sadly, the belly laugh doesn't always work in his favor. Despite visiting 40% of the world's countries, he has been denied visas on multiple occasions for no apparent reason. Have you tried to go to America?
Yeah, I tried twice, but both times I got rejected. It's so strange because they have no reason to deny. Like that time when I applied, I was like more than 60 countries and they rejected. Like there's no reason to reject someone who have been to 60 countries. But if they don't want us to travel to their country, we're not gonna visit. We're not gonna spend our money in a country which doesn't respect us. We go to a country which respect us.
So you don't like the USA?
I love USA people. Politicians around the world try to divide us, to rule us. But as much as we travel, we realize that all this hate nowadays in the world, it's made up by the international community and racist politicians to divide us so they can rule us easily. But when we sit down with different people from random places, we realize that we all people are different from outside but similar from inside. People like you, Drew Binsky, and other online content creators are our voice. In a world which our voice is not heard, you guys are our voice.
Truthfully, this guy is so amazing, and I didn't know that you actually laugh like that because of all the interrogation that you have.
This love holds a huge message inside.
Even when we're in sometimes sketchy situations at checkpoints, or if it's a tense moment like crossing illegally into Iraq, we've accidentally entered Iraq proper through the checkpoint.
They ask, where are these guys from? I said, Kurdish from Suleimania. They trusted me, they trusted me.
He always makes a joke and he'll always laugh, and that's incredible.
So that's the key of accessing to the mind of racist people, because they are blind.
This is my second trip to Kurdistan with Baderkhan, and I will definitely be back here again many more times, man. Thank you, bro.
Yes!
Dude.
My bro.
Really? Like, I can't even tell you what this guy's like in person. On video, he's great, but in real life, he's even better. Amazing.
You too, bro.
Thank you. And you also love Jewish people, right?
Of course, I love them. Toda. Shalom Aleichem. And Toda. Kushari.
We have a Jew and a Muslim that can be best friends. There's no problem.
No, of course no.
No problem, man.
Never ever.
Thank you, my friend.
We pray for some God. Same God.
Same God. Baderkhan, what is one message you want to say to the world?
Don't be afraid to be different. Always be yourself. We are the rebellions. The resilience.
What was your inspiration to start traveling?
My inspiration to start traveling, actually, if I tell you, you won't believe, but Iraq War was inspiration for my traveling. Because after Iraq War, I saw so many documentaries and movies about what's going here, and then I like to see outside world, what it's like, you know, because everyone are focusing on Iraq. So my mission is to shatter the stereotype about Iraqi passport. And I want to travel to as much countries as I can and inspire more people from my homeland that we can visit anywhere in the world.
When you tell people that you're from Iraq, what's the first thing they say?
So the first thing when I tell people that I'm from Kurdistan, they say, where's Kurdistan? Then I say Iraq, they say, where is your bomb, you know? Or they tell me, are you terrorists? What are you doing here, you know? Or where's your bomb? I said, here's it, my building.
And tell me about like when you go in airports, do they question you?
Whenever I go to immigration, they stop me, okay? And then I have to go to the investigation room. Same question everywhere, so I'm get used to, and I just repeat it, you know? It's so funny, seriously.
What did they ask you? I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and ring that little bell so you can get notified on all my upcoming videos as I take you to every single country in the world.